The organization of space in Hindu temples is of great importance. The faithful must be able to reach a higher state of consciousness in order to communicate with their gods. The placement of each room, its proportions and colors, all express love for the Absolute. The architectural style is intended to capture vital energies and direct them towards the statue of the Divine Spirit. To maintain this delicate balance, and to prevent the mystical harmony from being disrupted, non-Hindus are often forbidden entry into these sanctuaries. The role of the priest, most often a Brahmin, is to serve the temple. His duty is to preserve and transmit sacred texts, culture, and all that is holy to the people. The two fundamental principles of Hinduism are those of Dharma and Karma. Dharma is the universal moral law that puts man in his place in the universe. Karma is the law of action, in which each of man's acts carries repercussions into his future lives. The condition of one's life is believed to be determined by one's past lives. To free oneself from this eternal cycle, man is encouraged to live a virtuous life. This kind of spirituality remains a strong influence in southern India. This region's deep-rooted faith has remained untouched over the centuries. Unlike churches and mosques, Hindu temples are not only a sacred place of worship, serving the people's spiritual needs, but also an important social gathering place for the local population. As in their everyday lives, the spiritual and the temporal go hand in hand. A pool or stream of water is located near each temple to welcome the faithful, who purify themselves before praying and making offerings to the gods. The water is not used for hygienic purposes, but performs a cathartic function. The worshippers do not consider themselves any less purified if the water is dirty or stagnant. Men in dhotis and women in saris bathe along the waterways. The body is the house of all gods. This saying reflects Hinduism's quest for internal understanding and peace through yoga, a discipline which allows one to look inside oneself. Mastery of oneself and one's feelings are part of the yogi's 8 stages of training. The ultimate goal is achieving samadhi, the state of ecstasy, and oneness with the Absolute. The cow was not always considered a sacred animal. At the time the Mahabharata was written in the 15th century BC, it became forbidden to kill cows for reasons that were essentially economic. The cow gained importance for the work it could do in the fields, and thus became protected and considered divine among animals. Though its meat is not eaten by Hindus, cow's milk is used in cooking, and droppings are often used as fuel.